All the gossiping, rebuking, this is because of disliking. Therefore, it bounces back in the way of liking, pleasing. Where is Nibbana here? That is fixation with liking, disliking. It's impossible to come to terms with Nibbana. It's impossible to stop people to do chanting, reciting, because they are destined with their karma. Without karma, there's nothing as such. They will not use behaviors through word, thought, and actions in such a way. Purify through the extinction and the emptiness totally, unless there are the karma destined. If they have bad mouth, they have to do reciting, gossiping. Reciting have to be paid back. And if they are using vulgar behaviors, they also gonna be paid back by being humble so much for the triple gem. No matter how you do praising, gossiping, karma will destine according to itself, its cycle. But it's not in the essence of Nirodha and Nibbana at all. It's not that you praising the triple gem and then you will liberate from suffering. Neither to gossip. If not, step back to cut through the cutting itself. It's impossible to liberate from suffering. The mind that is fabricated is the mind that is suffering within itself. Who is it that hasn't have karma? More or less they have, no matter which Buddha eras. Whenever they have bad mouth, in which Buddha era, there are karma attached to oneself from the past, more or less, but it's gonna end. That which is not about anything is know that is not know itself, all the same with everything. Let's not be obsessed to create behaviors in order for anything with something that is not about anything. Otherwise, behaviors will become karmic difficulties circling within themselves, always towards physical, mental, and verbal. Step back to disengage from disengagement itself thoroughly. Let's not be engrossed with identification with anything. There is no conditions whether you have to bow down, how much you have to bow down, how much you have to praise and be humble. Nibbana has no conditions with anything. Nibbana has no conditions whether you have faith or not. Nibbana has no conditions with anything whatsoever. To use conditions for Nibbana is impossible either, because that is conditions that is like a knot, like a rope that is tied up as a knot. It's not that you have to practice in this way or that way and then you'll be enlightened. That is using conditions with something that has no conditions. It's impossible to use it in such a way. Therefore, no is not no itself, all the same with everything. That's all. That is ending the ending itself, cease the ceasing itself. This is called end, the ending itself. Cease, the ceasing itself. This is not that having an obligation to recite this and that when you ordain. This is fabrication within the ordination. It's not true ordination. The true ordination is to be ordained from the ordained itself. The word ordination means giving up. Give up the giving up itself. That is the true ordination. This is not to be fussy in ordination, to have obligations with this and that. That is fabrication within ordination. The true ordination means giving up, letting go. Let go of the letting go itself. This is the true letting go, true ordination. This is not to fabricate, to do this and that too much. Having to practice in this way and that way, that is not letting go. That is not letting go of the letting go itself. This is finding ways to integrate within the ordination. That is deceiving, ordaining in the way with deceiving. True ordination has nothing. Just let go of the letting go itself, giving up the giving up itself. There is no need to parade with the nag, with the one who is going to be ordained without the upachara. Just listen to the noble truth from gurus, great gurus, from the Buddhas, Mahabharami. That is already ordained. If being ordained and being fussy, having to do like this and like that, that is ordained with delusion. When talking about anything, there is purification for all issues, for all that is mentioned. How do they ordain? So troublesome. To give up from anything, there is oneself that is left there. Give up the giving up itself, nothing is left, even oneself. To let go or to give up something, there is oneself there that is left, as usual. Give up the giving up itself instead. And the personhood who is not giving up or giving up. Otherwise, oneself is stuck there in the act of giving up or not giving up. The essence of the ordination is giving up the giving up itself. It's not to be ordained and being fussy, to be obliged to do this or that. That is deceiving oneself and societies and the worldlings. Especially being an ordained, you should not be too fussy. But if you are fussy more than the lay person, why you are ordained? If you are ordained and being fussy, why you are ordained? If you are observing sila while taking on it, you don't know that the abstaining has to abstain from itself, refrain from the refraining itself, give up the giving up itself. This is all about sila. With everything, abstain from the abstaining itself, refrain from refraining itself. If you're fussy, high maintenance, it's so troubling, huh? If ordained and be in high maintenance and fussy while being ordained, that is deludedly ordained. Being ordained with delusion, not true ordination in such a way. Without purification, there is always claiming the Buddhas, feeding one's own defilements, deceiving one's own delusive attachments, always claiming the Buddhas, not let go of the letting go itself, not giving up the giving up itself, not seize the seizing itself. If knowing how to be ordained through ordination, just give up the giving up itself without having to observe sila in this way or that way. Let go of the letting go itself, give up the giving up itself, ending is right there. That is true ordination. No concern, no burdens with everything. If sila and vinaya and dhamma is the burden to be concerned with it, like a subject of guarding, that is ordained with delusion. That's ordained with a delusion to be concerned and fussy, high maintenance, without cutting deluded knowing. In the end, the lay person is enlightened much faster. So shameful. The Ajahn, the teachers, is full of strictness within sila, within disciplines, within regulations. So high maintenance. Ordained with fussiness, with high maintenance, lay person is faster in enlightenment. The word ordination means letting go. Just step back to let go of the letting go itself, not deludedly circling with trying to let go of this and that. Just let go of the letting go itself, ending is right there. Trying to let go is deludedly letting go. It has to be let go of the letting go itself, then it will end the delusion to let go. That is true letting go. Deludedly letting go, trying to let go of this and that. It is the letting go with the delusion, not letting go the delusion of the letting go itself. With the essence of the ordination, the ending is right there. There is no need to find out Nibbana, Nirodha here or there. Nibbana without a personhood in there. Nirodha without a personhood in there. Being ordained and has to practice this and that. How can it be called true ordination? This is no letting go of the letting go itself, no giving up the giving up itself, The practice is the cycle of beginning and ceasing. It is the anicca in itself, anatta, and dukkha in itself. The practice itself is the samsara within itself. To be ordained and practicing samsara, the practice itself is samsara within itself. The word letting go is ending within itself, letting go of the letting go itself. With everything not attached to the non-attachment itself, ending is right there. Through ordination, it will not become realms of existence as Brahma or Deva, angel realms, or anything whatsoever. Once there is a delusion to practice, it will not become true ordination. It becomes realms of existence. Practicing in this way and that way, it becomes realms of existence within the mind, within Dharma attainment of the mind. True ordination will not become realms of existence. Let go of the letting go itself, giving up the giving up itself. It will not create realms of existence. When there is a practice, it creates realms of existence in it. Since Brahma realm to the hell realms is derived from the practice, body and mind, whether it's worldly or Dhamma. True ordination is ending right there in itself. It's so pathetic when an ordained is so in high maintenance, making oneself more troublesome more than the lay people. That is so shameful. Let's be direct, huh? Let's purify this. It's so pathetic. Making oneself fuzzy, high maintenance more than the lay person as an ordained. Actually, it should be easier, much easier than the lay people. How can one be ordained in such a way? That is called not knowing how to be ordained. That is grasping for ordination, being deluded to be ordained. True ordination has to ordain from the ordained itself, giving up the giving up itself. When grasping for ordination, there is high maintenance, just grasping and grasping. It's so fussy. They listen to Buddha's Dhamma, ending, putting down, and letting go accordingly. The Buddha follows, even not asking permission from the Buddhas to be ordained, but there is already an absolute ordination there. It's just a tradition to ask a permission from the Buddhas to be ordained. It's only a tradition to be in the form as well as the Buddhas. But listening and ending accordingly, even not asking for permission to be ordained, is already the form of the Ariya, of the noble ones, as in the essence. That's why there are so many essence in the form of the lay people. Anakami, Arahant, asking permission or not asking, but they are still the essence of true ordination, 100%, absolute ordination. Even they are in the form of rishi. They have long hair, long beards. This has nothing to do with all this body, skin, bones. Let go of the letting go itself, not attached to the non-attachment itself. Has nothing to do with form and formlessness. That which has nothing to do with the uninvolvement itself. Uninvolved within the uninvolvement itself has nothing to do with anything at all. That is the true ordination, complete ordination, absolute ordination. There is no protection for internal or external. Naturally, give up the giving up itself completely. There were so many who asked permission or don't ask permission from the Buddhas. Especially later on, they don't ask from anyone to be ordained because they are the essence already of the true ordination. That's why they don't ask to be ordained with anybody. And they live in a way without identifying, just like that. No matter how many hundred or thousand of years they want to remain to blessed beings. That is the perfection of blessed beings, blessing samsara.